I'm John Champion, and providing match analysis throughout the game, Jim Beglin. And now a moment to cherish as the national anthem rings out. Here are the starting lineups.
Number 1, Schwarzer. Number 6, Milligan. Number 2, Neal. Number 15, Jedinak. Number 8, Wilkshire.
Off we go then. There'll be a throw-in. Poor ball that's intercepted. Pumps it upfield. Holman. Here's Cahill. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Could it be a chance? Pumps it upfield. On his own. Takes a shot. And he scores! And that's the opener for this game.
Oh, listen, that's always the best way to quieten a noisy crowd. Just stick the ball in the back of the net.
Holman. Wilkshire. Pumps it upfield. Now Holman, looking to carve open the defence. The flag stays down. Nicely fed in. Right idea, wrong execution.
And it just goes to show you how effective those through balls can be. All it needed was a better execution.
Pushed away. Goes for the volley. wouldn't stay down for him.
That was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Thumps it long. Quickly closed down. Wiltshire, long ball forward, and suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Neil is in position to intercept. Here's Cahill. It's through. The forward push gains momentum. Thou shalt not pass seems to be the message. And Cahill, he plays it towards the corner flag. Now a chance for a cross from the flank. Cross this towards the centre. Absolutely no need for that. A silly challenge. It's a penalty. Referee points to the spot. Penalty given. He doesn't seem to be injured. He should be back up again soon.
I can understand the frustration from the foul then. They manufactured a good little opportunity there, so it was unfairly stopped.
The keeper doing his level best to put him off. The woodwork comes to the rescue. Holman has robbed him. He got the man there, that's a free kick. He plays it towards the area. He did well to get it. What next? And through he moves. It's in! They've certainly come straight out of their blocks in this one.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
After 10 minutes is number 10.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts him in control now.
Now to play again for a throw. Play surges forward. Chance to counter-attack here. Holman. Now Holman. Here's Cahill. Now maybe shooting opportunity. Pumps it upfield. Slickly done that.
Well, he just ran down the cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
Now Holman. Quickly closed down. Here's a chance to get a cross in. Cahill! Oh, well taken! The deficit just down to 1 now. That is a wonderful piece of finishing.
Let's be honest, most attempts at a first-time volley end up in rose end, but it was a privilege to sit here and watch that. That's an absolute stunner.
They kick off only 1 ahead now.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. He goes alone. He's going on. Keeper gets a hand on it. Steals the ball. Looking for width. Takes a shot. Puts it away. It's a 2-goal lead now. What are your thoughts on the goal, Jim Beglin?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
So we resume, and the gap is now 2.
Well, they've opened a nice gap at this stage, but there's nothing to stop them from trying to widen it a little further.
Well within his range, possibility for a shot. The players are protesting the decision, but the referee is having none of it. It's hard to say who has the mental advantage here. The keeper doing his best to read which way he'll go. They pull one back from the spot. The difference is down to 1.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Australia have possession again. Neil. Going forward with purpose. Cleared away to safety. He's picked it up. Long ball over the top. Coleman. No, that's not going anywhere. Centre play for a throw. Possibility here. Can he find a way through? And it's a really well taken goal. They lead by 2. That's the instinct of a goal scorer.
I know questions will be asked of that defence, but there was an element of good fortune in that.
They now lead by 2.
Well, they've got themselves into such a good position now with a 2-goal cushion. I wouldn't like to be in their dressing room if they let this one slip.
And the whistle's gone, but it's for a foul. And crosses. The referee's assistant has his flag up, that must be for offside. And that's gone straight to the keeper. Wasn't the best of passes, really. Coleman. It went out of play. Pumps it upfield. Break is on. Australia have got possession back. Coleman thumps it long. Here's Cahill. Off he goes. Surely a goal. That is great goalkeeping. And he's there for the follow-up. Oh, it's in! So, down to just 1 now. Can they find an equaliser? The keeper made a mess of it, and he's been punished.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
After 29 minutes, it's number 14.
The lead's down to a single goal now.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
hopeful faces waiting in the middle. And that ball picked up by the keeper. Cahill, well positioned to lead a breakaway. He gets his shot away. Well saved by the keeper.
And that's a really instinctive stop too. Great reflexes to make it happen. I thought he showed class there.
Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Whacks it. He's unlucky not to score there.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he just opted for raw power.
And that's come to nothing. And they escape imminent danger. Wiltshire feeds a long ball into space. That's a threatening through ball. Hits it. The post to the rescue. Wiltshire, who's just made his mark on this match. Throw in. Wiltshire. And that's been intercepted. He's going on his own. A timely intervention. He ran into trouble and the free kick's been given. He did well to get it. What next? He can take the shot on here. Australia with a really lucky escape. Going forward, he couldn't get it cleanly and it's a foul. Too much power in that. Wiltshire. A long ball into space. Wiltshire. Quickly closed down. Play surges forward. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Here's Cahill. Cahill, a robust challenge to say the least. Neal. And Cahill. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Australia have a free kick for that. That is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Put him under pressure now. You just can't go around diving in for challenges like that.
Well, when your organisation is that poor, a professional foul is almost inevitable, and I think it was their only saviour.
He's gone for goal! Oh, he went for the curler. Wiltshire. And he's given away a free kick. No way through there. Neil. And that won't be making it through. Neil cuts out what was really a sloppy pass. Intercepted. Holman. Ball stolen. Here's Holman. The ball crossed the line. Long ball forward. Wiltshire. Neil. Long ball forward. Neil is in position to intercept. And that's been intercepted. Thumps it long. Moving forwards. A foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee. Cahill can go on the break if he can be found. No, that wasn't the best of passes. Now Holman. Easy pickings, really. Australia have got possession back. Holman. Got the man there, that's a free kick. Thumps it upfield. And it's gone out for a goal kick.
They're building the play really nicely. If they could just find the right through ball, they could be in on goal.
Thumps it long. No, possession lost. That's a throw. Wiltshire. Neil. Looking to play on the break. Here's Cahill. Now Holman. Tried to play it through. He stayed up for this pass. Oh, well defended. Neatly played.
Just as well the defender was on hand to mop up the loose ball.
You have to admire that control. ball forward. Wiltshire. Neal plays it long. Cahill's got it. Opportunity maybe for a shot here. Here's Cahill. We are entering stoppage time. Skillfully hit. They've done it! 2 goals to the good, and they're set fair. What a way to complete a hat-trick.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
They now lead by 2.
Well, I think that 2-goal cushion they've just manufactured is a fair reflection of what we've seen up to now. It also adds to the psychological divide between the two teams. It could make a big difference.
The whistle goes to signify half-time. Bags of goals in this. 2 goals between the teams. Here we go with the second half. Wiltshire. Wiltshire. Now Holman. Trumps it upfield. And he goes for goal. He couldn't get it cleanly, and it's a foul. Not on this occasion.
Oh, it's miles away. Surely he knew he couldn't score from there.
Pumps it upfield. Now Holman. Challenge deemed unfair. Foul given. Looking for some support. Well within his range. Long ball forward. Poor ball that's intercepted. Pumps it upfield.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That wasn't the best of passes, really. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Looking to receive the ball, break could be on. Here's Cahill. Neal has it back now. Holman. Plays it long. He's run into trouble. Wiltshire. Holman. Forward it goes. And Cahill. He plays it through, hits the ball.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Will he go direct here? And he's taken it on! Cahill's got it. It's a fine save. And a header, and he scores! It's the ideal start to the second half. They kick off only one ahead now.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Some hopeful faces waiting in the middle. Chance here, wins it. He's been taken down and it has to be a penalty. The referee points to the spot, a penalty kick, and I'd go along with that. He didn't get anywhere near the ball.
Well, when your organisation is that poor, a professional foul is almost inevitable, and I think it was their only saviour.
The players are making their feelings known in no uncertain terms, but they've got to be careful here. There's a boundary that they mustn't cross. Calm as you like. He puts them further ahead. So we resume, and the gap is now 2.
Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
He ran into trouble, and the free kick's been given. Gets the ball in a nice position. Surely he can put it away. Still outside the area. Neal. Long ball forward. No way through there. Ball stolen. Moving forwards. Australia have possession again. Wiltshire. Here's Cahill.
Oh, that's really lovely play. I think to be able to combine good technique while beating his man is a quality not too many can boast.
The forward push gains momentum. A chance to counter-attack here. Now Holman. The break is on. Thumps it long. Pumps it upfield. Cahill's got it. Lunges wildly, and that's come to nothing. Australia have possession again. He's got possession now, maybe a chance. Australia have got possession back. No, that's not going anywhere. Australia have possession again. A long ball forward. Going forward with purpose. He tried going it alone, but without success. And Cahill. Neil takes advantage of a poor pass. Picked off. Drives it in. The post in the way. Thumps it long. Intercepted. On his own. Australia have got possession back. Here's Cahill. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Over the line for a throw-in. He tried going it alone, but without success. Wiltshire. Play surges forward. Neil plays it long, and that's been intercepted. Australia have got possession back. Neil knocks it forward, looking to receive the ball. Break could be on. Here's Cahill. Tries to slide it past the defence. Holman tried to make the pass, but found that he couldn't. The forward push gains momentum. A timely intervention. Now seeking to get that ball in. And he crosses in. And he's there to clear it. It's through. Shoots here. Oh, yet another goal. They lead by 3, and that may just about be that.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. They get us underway, now 3 goals behind. He moves in swiftly. Neil. Coleman. Knocks it forward. And that won't be making it through. Neil. A long ball forward. Cahill's got it. Now maybe shooting opportunity.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Wiltshire. No, possession lost. He goes alone. Could it be a chance? It's an opportunity, and that is off target. Long ball forward, and that's been intercepted. Coleman. Hits it long. Quickly closed down. He tried going it alone, but without success. Wiltshire. Chance to counter-attack here. Coleman. He plays the ball out wide. He's found space. Strikes it.
Well, once the keeper lost control of that, it could have gone either way, but it was a good reaction from the defender.
Oh, and he's blasted it. Neil. A switch of play. He's trying his luck. Restarts with a throw-in. Looks like a change is in order. There's a player there waiting to come on.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
And Cahill quickly closed down. And still rising.
He's a confident lad, but I'm sure a shot from that far out wasn't the best option.
Holman. Neil. No, that wasn't the best of passes. Cahill looking to play on the break. Break is on. Cahill. Holman. He moves in swiftly. Slides it through. Seems they weren't quite reading from the same script there. It's a decent hit. To the other side, knocks it forward. Cahill. Could it be a chance? No, it's gone over.
I tell you, the fans won't be happy with a tame attempt like that.
Substitution for Scotland. Number 19. Coming on the field is number 5. Reece Williams.
And the ball back to the goalkeeper. Easy pickings, really. Australia have possession again. Pumps it upfield. No way through there. The clock counting down. Here's Cahill. The forward push gains momentum. Neil. Thumps it long. A chance to counter-attack here. Foul, a fairly easy decision for the referee.
Substitution for Scotland.
Well, I think it might be a touch too far to have a go at goal, but I've been proven wrong in the past, and maybe again.
That's probably caused a few sighs.
Alex Brooks.
He did well to get it. What next?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pumps it upfield. A long ball forward. No, that wasn't the best of passes.
Only 3 minutes added time.
Break is on. Coleman. And that won't be making it through. And the ball's out of play. Coleman. And he's still going. He surges forward. Wiltshire. Cahill can go on the break if he can be found. It's through to Holman. The keeper gets to it. There it is, the final whistle. Well, today the team certainly showed the opposition what they're made of. They ran out comfortable winners in the end.
Look, that's what supporters love to see. Tremendous will and spirit, crunching tackles and a real desire to attack. Nobody can feel let down by that.